Hey guys, Kristen here from Will Travel for Vegan Food. I got up a little bit earlier this morning than I normally do so that I could catch the sunrise here on the Big Island. I only have 2 days left and I thought it would be a nice way to celebrate my time here and spend some time sitting and thinking about all that I'm grateful for and thankful for in the last few months, having spent nearly half the year, or a quarter of the year, on this incredible island. Sitting here watching the sunrise, I was thinking about this way of working through fears and doubt and discomfort that has come up for me a lot lately. It's not necessarily a new concept, but it's one that I was never really hearing. I was being presented with the idea multiple times throughout the last year alone. But it wasn't until just the other day that I really heard it. And it's this. When we want something so badly, whether it's more money, a certain relationship to blossom, finishing a book, whatever it is at hand that you want beyond doubt, it can be really difficult to let it go and just let it simmer, right? So something that I've started to do is when I find that I'm getting to that point where I can feel myself restricting, like, man, I really want this thing, and oh, like I can feel my gut tighten up in a not so great way, different from the enthusiasm that I might have had about it, and then to the fear of what if it doesn't happen, what if it goes away kind of a thing. So when I start to feel that way, I ask myself, well, once I have that thing, or I'm in that relationship, or I've completed my book, or I've landed that client, how will that make me feel once I have achieved it, or once I'm in this new space? Like, what is it about the feeling? If I focus on the feeling, what's the feeling that I want? For example, finishing the book. What is it about, what is the feeling that I would obtain from calling myself a published author? That's Rooster, by the way. I've been dog sitting him for the last couple of weeks. So I ask myself, what is the feeling that I expect or that I want to have, that I'm chasing, right? It's not so much the idea of calling myself a published author or being in the most grand love of my life. It's the feeling of what that's like. So I say to myself, okay, calling myself a published author will make me feel accomplished. It will bring me joy. And you know what? I'll be downright happy just to slap that on my resume or to introduce myself as an author, because I think that's cool. So then I say to myself, okay, step 2. Number 1 is, what is that goal supposed to make me feel like, right? Like, what am I obtaining from achieving that goal in terms of a feeling? And the second step is to say, okay, well, how can I achieve that today, right now, those feelings? And so, for example, I could say, well, feeling joyous and happy and accomplishing something could be through the form of a dance for me. I'd be accomplishing some exercise, which would make me feel good about myself. And dancing around and being goofy makes me happy and joyous anyway. So what do? I put on some music, get goofy, dance around, and be in that feeling now. And that way I can release the restriction that I'm feeling inside. Does that make sense? Here's a more clear example. I was doing some one-on-one coaching with somebody, and they were on the verge of purchasing a more expensive service from me, and they were feeling anxious about it, understandably, and I was too, because not only did I really want to help them, but I also knew that that money would help me out. Now, was it the physical money that was going to help me? No, it was the feeling of having that extra cash that is what I was after. So if that feeling, for me it was feeling a sense of more security, confidence in my ability to do what I love and put a value that I believe in on my business services, and it would be exciting. So I said to myself, okay, Kristen, you've got to release this anxiety about what if this person doesn't move forward? What if then you don't get the money? What if you don't get to help them with this thing you're really excited about? So I said, all right, well, if I start dancing around and just release that anxiety and say I will obtain the feeling of joy and excitement and security through my dancing, I'll feel grounded, I'll know, like, I love different movements and dance, and it'll make me feel like a powerful, secure woman. So I did, and I kid you not, by the time I was finished with my celebratory release the fear and anxiety dance, I swear to you, I can show you the PayPal statements if you don't believe me, that this person purchased that larger package by celebrating the feeling I was chasing, by holding on to that anxiety and celebrating it now in a different way. I was able to not only feel what I was hoping to feel in obtaining that end goal, but it also got me that goal as well. I know this might sound a little woo-wooey and a little out there, but it was just coming to me as I was sitting here watching the sunrise on the Big Island, and I just really wanted to share that with you. I think it's something that can really help us work through lots of life challenges and things that are presenting themselves to us. At least it does for me, and maybe it will for you too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, or if you know someone who might like it, please share it with them and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, pop on over to WTFveganfood.com and sign up for email updates so that you don't miss a single one of these videos and other cool stuff I have coming up this year. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time on the Adventures in First Time Book Writing, a video journal update. Bye.